read it. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. I just started. I'm not done. I want to stand up for the first part, just so I can actually address those outside, so you understand what's going on. This is the Fishbowl discussion part, like Yahya Mahia already introduced. It's about reflecting and discussing the work of Sunday school, of the event itself on a bigger scope. And a fishbowl means there's a core group in the middle, in this case everybody who is directly involved in organizing the Sunday school events, and everybody who's sitting on the outside can look at it as if they're looking into a fishbowl. There is one free seat. This seat is open for everybody who wants to join the discussion and share their opinion. Once you shared your opinion, you can empty the seat again, go back to the outside row, so whoever else wants to join is able to join the inner circle and share their opinion. We will do a mix of interview, them sharing their work, them sharing their thoughts, reflecting on the work that's been done in the last years, and more discussion-based questions. So this is where I would then invite you to join if you want to. And we want to start from the top, or from the beginning, let's put it this way. I want everybody just to quickly introduce themselves and tell us what your main part is in the Sunday School project. I'm going to start over here.
Thank you. My name is Kay. I am super happy and grateful to be part of the team. Thank you for having me, Mahia. You asked me a little bit over a year ago. I said immediately yes, and we've been like this ever since. I take care of the communications with the judges, in general with the outside, and also I'm a little bit focused on the finances and trying to keep track of everything. Peach is doing actually the most in that regard as well. She's mostly going to talk about it, but I'm just trying to be a help to everyone. I find what I like to think about, the kind of advice I can give to myself when I want to walk in ballrooms, just make sure that all of whatever you do on the floor is reads as intentional action. And I'm happy to see this also translate outside of the floor as well. And I think this is a perfect example of this happening. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Next one. And I'll take the mic.
Hello. Is that the camera?
Is that you today?
I want a good angle, girl. I don't trust people they're transphobic. They want to make me look natural, make me look beautiful, or make me look authentic. Make me look like I have 10 filters on. I'm so tired of Germany has this kind of we want authentic aesthetic for especially for marginalized groups. They want authentic in the struggle, this fetishization. Girl, we're in ballroom because we want to look beautiful, we want to look aspirational. That's what we're doing. If you don't understand or listen to us, then you don't understand. So you're not listening. You just want us for your narrative. Okay, anyway. No, because there is some sense behind my anger, always. And this is real garbage. Okay, so I'm Jamila. Now I'm a Revlon, Jamila Revlon. So I'm one of the original co-founders of Sunday Schools. Me and Mahia, we lived together, and one day we discovered this bar.
Wait. I will ask more questions.
Are you gonna
For now, it is.
Who are you?
Who are you? What's your role in this?
Well, I'm one of the co-founders, and I'm basically just one of the co-founders, and I'm just basically, I took a step back last year, so I'm just here to look pretty and support. Oh yeah, also the reason why I took a step back because I also run the Berlin Ballroom here, which is a youth project, and I needed to dedicate all my energy to that project. I couldn't do both at the same time, and like, you know, I needed to really focus on that, and then also like do my own life at the same time too.
And what is the Brother Bump here?
Okay, so the Berlin Ballroom here is a little project that we do that it's a youth standard project, so it addresses BIPOC, queer and trans youth in Berlin or Germany, and we offer like ballroom specific program there. We have a lot of sessions, we have workshops, we have community building, we have hangouts, we have Weiterbildungen, I don't know how to say it. A lot of, yeah, so basically we're like now we're working with different partners in Berlin. We're like a little ecosystem, and yes, we're just trying to build community in a sustainable way. I think it's very important that because to create opportunities for people that we didn't have in my generation. So yeah, that really drives me. That's the one.
Hi, I'm Angel Peach, 007. I started my journey in ballroom in general just a bit before Sunday school started. So Sunday school was kind of like part of my entry also in ballroom. And from the more or less first function, I was at the beginning Jamila's helper. For the first year, I was like Jamila's right hand in Sunday school. And then when Jamila took a step back at the end of the first year, I kind of took over Jamila's role. Which is mostly taking care of the structural part of the project and help Jahe realize their crazy ideas of where this project is supposed to go to. And today I'm more focused on trying to find finances, and after we have like a bigger team now that can take over more of the actual events. Yes, other than that, I'm also part of the Ballroom Pier. I am part of the management team and in charge of From Cats to Lions, our commentating session, which was also created by Jahe, which we kind of like carried together. And it's also the link between these two projects. Right now, this is the link between Ballroom Pier and Sunday School. We bring like this performance almost at every function, the Lions War, which is based in these sessions. Yes.
Everybody, you can happily take a seat somewhere here around, even on the other side, so you can sit around it.
Some seats here. Yeah, get comfortable, feel at home, wherever you are. Sunday get a drink. Get me a drink. So, hello, I am Mahila Messiah, and yes, I'm one of the co-founders of this project. So grateful and honored to be celebrating 3 years of study school. Like, that is so exciting. I can't believe that this is here. We started in the basement, we started at the bottom, and we are here. Yes, we actually won an award. We actually won an award last week, and thank you so much, Ambrosia, for pushing us so much.
This whole year with this. Like, yes, I want to say that also Ambrosia really accompanied us this whole year, kind of like gathering us on how we should go at that, or trying to find funding also for different events. So thank you so much for being here.
So yes, I co-founded this project. I was also one of the co-founders of the Ballroom Pier, and especially at the beginning, before it was called the Ballroom Pier, it was still called Kiki Lounge. I also founded TGT, which is the specific division within the pier dedicated towards trans individuals and gender questioning people. So yes, I am a visionary and a doer. From like my beginning of like my journey within ballroom, I was organizing and having like social community projects. And it's been beautiful to like come to Berlin and really establish things and build things, such as the Ballroom Pier, TGT, and Sunday School. And I am just like, it's really so many dreams that have come true with everything, because it's like, it's crazy that all of these things have full teams now. There's like so many people that are working in all of these projects, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like these were all little ideas that I had, you know, and I'm like so grateful also like for Jamila, for also like for being the first to go with my crazy like, well actually Javon a little bit, and then you. Sorry, I had to say the fucking name, but okay, like Voldemort. But Jamila like really like going with all of my like little Delilah ideas, and supporting me, and yeah. Like that's this. Also my ideas behind like Sunday school are also very much attached to creating opportunities within our community, bringing us together, having joy, and also this being understanding that this is just essential to our life and survival. That we have spaces together to experience joy, and to have community, to have friends that are like us. Yes, it prevents so many different things, whether it's HIV or suicide. Like, and that's why we're here.
Hello everyone, my name is Elias, also known as Beast 007. I joined the team also almost a year and a half ago, at the same time as Kay. And I've had diverse fields of interest, let's just say, but mainly it was developing a visual identity for the project, mainly working on the graphics, so all the posters you see on Instagram, the announcements, and also the grand prize at the beginning. Exactly, no,
I love the cow.
Thank you.
And you feed the cheers.
It's been a common having our little crazy ideas brought to life. Also, in addition to that, we've been trying to expand the project into something bigger and also something engaged. And we believe in the power of change, and we want to expand the project into helping people, mainly marginalized queer BIPOC groups. So also we started Go With The Light, which is our big sale outside, the fundraiser. And throughout the last 3 years also we've been able to organize fundraisers, mainly for marginalized groups in Lebanon, Palestine, Syria, Congo, also members of our community. And also, if you would love to help today, also we have a bake sale at Go With The Light. You can support by buying cake.
Hi everyone. My name is Reese. My role in Sunday school has mainly been to make the GPs. This year, all the functions since March, I think, or April, I was making the GPs. But I have been coming to Sunday school since the very beginning and watched it grow, and I was like, just like Peach, like I was like a product of the original Sunday school. I was a baby in Sunday school learning about ballroom and everything and finding a family and a home and everything, and yeah, I'm so grateful to be part of the team. Like I still am like gagged actually, because it was only 3 years ago when I was like just terrified to walk and like asking Yahay for advice and blah, 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 blah. But now I'm part of the team, so yeah, it's like fab and exciting, and I'm so proud of us that we got this award. Thank you to everyone who put the work in. Yes. Like what the hell, because we deserve it. Like we all know what's been put into it, and like it's a whole world now. The past 3 years people have experiences with Sunday school and have gone and done their own thing or whatever. So yes, thank you, and yes.
Hi, I'm Brian, Guapo and Ballroom. I'm Mezola Bo and the Kiki Seed and 007 cooking. No, I'm mainly doing, what am I doing? Go With The Light, and also I organize the door, I guess, the gates of Sunday school, Yes, I manage the people that want to help for Sunday school, and yes, I've been visiting, like also in the beginning, but not like you or Peach. But yeah, I've been mainly screaming a lot. Supporting, yes. If you hear me scream, yeah. But yeah, I think I've been part for a year now, I guess. And yes, I love the team so much. Like we hope
To give some microphones to the OG founders. So one is going to Yahe Mahia, and then I will give this one to you afterwards, because I think it's maybe nice if you like share your story together. Because I want to ask you about the origins of Sunday school. When did it start? How did it start? How did you come up with the name? This is like some of the questions. We do limit this conversation to 1 hour max, so I will have to stop you at one point. I'm sorry, not sorry already, but just so you know. There will be more questions, so stick to that part. How did it start? When did it start? What about the name? And then we will go on with more questions around it. So let us know, how did it start?
You were starting before.
Okay. So I think it was in 2022. So in 2022, I moved into Kronenstraße, which is like...
girl, our address.
Cut it out.
It's a long street.
I moved in somewhere.
But for the ones who have to listen, you know what you focus
So I moved in somewhere. and this young lady was also looking for a place to stay. And then I said, you can come and have a look. And then basically we moved in together in this one place. And then one day, I think it was in autumn, I discovered very close to where we live, like a little place, like a little basement, a little situation downstairs with boxes, like a place where you could have like parties and music and stuff like that. And I showed it to them, and then we were both really excited because we had lived there already for like 6 months. We were like, we've never discovered this before, that we have this. And yeah, and I think that's when Yahya was like, we need to have a Vogue night. We gotta do a Vogue night. I was like, okay, let's do a Vogue night. But let's do it on a Sunday. I said, Sunday? I said, okay, let's do it on a Sunday because it's different. Because I don't know what was around it. Why did we say Sunday? Because
okay, so the thing is,
There's usually not functions on Sunday?
the thing is like, the pier was happening already on Monday. And like I was like, okay, in London they do this Vogue thing and they do it on Mondays. But I was also like, Monday's a weird day anyway.
Yeah.
Like to do a proper like event. And then and like yeah, girl, we're not gonna do it on Wednesday or something like that. and also I think I was like, okay, doing a Saturday event, I feel like it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because we want to try to make something casual, and it was just like Sunday. It's like also so that we have in mind that we shouldn't like burn ourselves alive doing this work. So I think it was like a mixture of things. And also like Sunday, there's more availabilities, like in the venue, like and stuff. Because if people are going to this bar and try to book the space, they're probably gonna go for a Saturday.
yes, I think something like that. I don't remember. And then she was like, oh, let's call it Sunday school. And I was like, okay, let's call it Sunday school.
So why can't Sunday school?
So like I love giving names to things, like I do it all the time. And some of them have taken it longer than others, but with this one it was quite quick. I was just like, it just like clicked for me. I am a huge fan of blasphemy. Like I just love it. I love making my family so proud. Yeah, I am very much a victim of religious trauma, and I really wanted to like reclaim that, and I just thought. Also, because like we started, it was underground and it was like a secret thing because it was community only, and it was such a like it was like the post would be like I would just write Sunday school on the notes app, and the days and the number of the event, and then when I would announce the judges, it would also be like from the notes app just like the pictures, and it was just like so like mysterious, like ooh cool. So it was like all this thing like oh we're going to Sunday school. It's like a cool like code word, you know what I mean? So I just had a vibe and aesthetic, and for me. Ballroom is like, I mean, it's like a religion, like it is really spiritual. I think there is so much knowledge, and wisdom passed down through ballroom and through all of like our ancestors who have gone through this. And like it's not just this little fun that we have on the side. I think all the knowledge that's put into these like categories or in the way we do things has so much value. Like when it comes to like anything, I've learned so much from talks around like sex siren or performance or like walking in my life. I've done ballroom, like it has been accompanying me since like you know, the beginning of my transition and everything. So like so many all these things that I've learned, like Vogue and this like spirit, this shared spirit and of all the ancestors has really felt like God. Like when I'm voguing, that's God. That's what I'm feeling. So yeah, that's the gist.
I want to add on a question to that. You already tapped into it a little bit, but maybe a little bit more concrete. What were the goals besides, oh, let's do a Vogue night? What were the goals for the Sunday school in the beginning? Why we were like, oh, we need to do it. What was the aim? And I will tap into what it developed then afterwards for everybody.
So I think the need that we identified was that in order to have balls in Berlin, you need sponsors, like at the scale. And I think that's really fab, you know, but sponsors also need, there's a sponsor's interest. So we really didn't have any community-only functions. Like in the States they have it, but they're also really expensive. Like I paid for the Alpha Omega ball €60, $60, you know. So we wanted to have a community-only event, and because of the basement, we weren't really paying rent downstairs. It was possible to do that, you know. I mean, it was very shitty music, blah blah blah. I never went. Every time I went there, I was like, is it gonna work today? I don't know. They don't even know what cable does fit. I don't know. I know Puka was there from day one. Like every time we were figuring out how the fuck does this music work. The floor wasn't even. The floor was uneven. We bought cement and
blow dryers.
It was blow dryers the floor. It was really state of the art, but I feel like the energy was really great in that little tiny room. It got really sticky also.
You want to add to the goals in the beginning?
I mean, like at first we thought maybe we could like raise money for like surgery and stuff, but very soon we realized we cannot. Like very soon it was just like, oh well, yeah, €5 per person, and like it's just community only, and this like secret events. It's not making any proper money. Like it would just like cover costs, and like we could get an SD card and things like this. But yeah, so then we were just doing it for free and stuff. But I think seeing the potential like made things clear of like, oh, we can actually do so much with this, and like having it as like this playground for like new artists and like new MCs. Cause I was training a couple people with the MC thing. And we had new DJs interested in doing it, and like before that, like we also had just a couple DJs in Berlin. So I thought it was a good opportunity to get people with more experience, and hopefully also so that these people, even if we started out not being able to pay them, that people would see them and that they could get booked also for other balls. So I was like, okay, let's get people money somehow.
I think that naturally developed, right? Because we didn't really have a budget, but it was like a good like platform for like people just trying out, people trying MCing, people getting more experience in DJing, people throwing events, you know. I think that was that in the beginning. But I think primarily it was like, okay, we need spaces where it's just community only.
I have 2 more questions, and I want to say right in the microphone. First, just for impression, everybody who has not been there, what was the capacity of the space? Would you say how many people fit in there? 100? Squeeze, standing.
No, if we were 40, it was like 40, 50, and then there is no floor. And the people deep on each other.
That was so fun though.
It was fun. Honestly, I love
Hey, we did give you a floor at one point though.
Yeah, we had the floor. We had the
floor for
the angel gave us the white floor, and it did not end up being white the rest of the time.
We took it to the park.
Like we took it to the park and everything.
And the last question, whoever wants to answer, rather quick so we can get in the next one. Why major scene over Kiki scene?
You can answer.
Yeah, it was simple. It was like there was not much main scene also happening, and I was like, let's get it running. I also thought like Vogue Nights is main scene, so this gonna be main scene. Like I was like, I want to stick to how it's done. And yeah, I wish the main houses would have taken it more as an opportunity to kind of like show themselves, but like.
I want to ask a question into the whole round now, and also for everybody again. This is a fishbowl discussion. This seat is empty. Once you want to share your opinion, you can sit down here. You get the mic. You can share it. You can leave your space again. So whoever wants to join as well can do so. I will limit this to max 10 minutes, just so you know, so we can ask the question of what is your opinion? How did the goals of Sunday school change? How did the aim of it change? How did it develop from your point of view ever since it started, and now what you heard, what the first aim was in the very beginning? Whoever wants to start, I can also hand the microphone.
Thank you. I don't think the essence changed, but I think it kind of like grew and developed. Like, because for me, like, I was not in, this thinking process of the beginning. I was just there to help. And for me, the first year, like, I was also just at the beginning of my transition, and I was just like this terrified girl in the world, and terrified girl in the world, and I was kind of like entering ballroom, and we were already working on TGOT together, and then Sunday school, and these were like the only places that I was still terrified at, but kind of like gave me something different, something that I can, like what Jahed says about Vogue, and about like what they feel like when they Vogue, it kind of gave me this sense, like I couldn't even explain it, but like the essence of what we are doing there kind of got me going, and also realizing my own transition. And I think that as time went by and when I already got in, like the essence of, okay, we want to give a space for the community, we want to give artists a space to try new things, we want to give a space for people to grow, it kind of like, it just expanded. I think like for us, we were after a year of seeing what this can do, and seeing that TGOT brought all of the girls in because before that there were no trans girls almost at all in the scene. Like there were a few, of course, that carried it for a few years, but like there was a wave of new trans people coming to the scene from this square. And like what Kiki Lounge did and what Sunday School did, after a year we were like, oh my god, imagine where we can take this. And we started hanging out more, and just at the beginning it was just like, bitch, imagine if we do this and that. Imagine if we had the money and we can get people like getting professional at their craft and getting money and having a place that is a place to learn, to grow, and also we still have like this dream, and this is something we'll talk about in the next, I think. But like about also we wanted to enter also the sexual health kind of vibe, and to bring more things that we know that our community need. Like the thing that with the problems that we struggle with the things that we get into as mostly like trans individuals and all immigrants and a lot of people of color, of course, in this community, like how does this affect us? And I think to me, so as I said, like the essence was the same, but we kind of allowed ourselves to imagine how big it can get from there, because I feel like the goals did started to reach themselves in a way.
Who wants to jump in? Who wants to share?
I mean, as you said, and I think a very important point in how the goals are evolving is the idea of expansion. I think it's very rewarding to see the project grow. And I think what's very important is also that it's by the community for the community. And what we've been trying to create is also tasks or slots that people can actually volunteer in. So for example, we have a certain amount of slots for the door, for go with the lights, and I think that what is being discussed right now is also for the DJs, the MCs. We also always try to push forward talents from the community, capacities, skills, time, energy, everything from the community, and pouring it into the project. And what is being discussed right now is also how we can take this further and also create new possibilities how we can enhance this and make it bigger, but also how we can create bridges with other communities that could be also attracted or driven to ballroom. Right? We're talking queer BIPOC communities as well, and how we can attract new crowds. And yeah, I think it's very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in the next few months and years. So stay tuned.
Again, there is an empty seat here. If you want to share how you saw the development of Sunday school, you're free to come here, and I will hand the microphone.
Or say like one last little thing. Like,
No, all good. We could still. I just want to invite again.
So I think another thing was just that what was just very evident and becoming like just like so clear is that through the change that was happening in front of our eyes with the Berlin Ballroom Pier and Sunday school at the same time, and then like feeding each other, is that it was like because Sunday school like lasted the like outreach also for the Berlin Ballroom Pier and more people accessing, so like it was just like making this consistency, and then more people were coming, and then more people because of friends. It's like every month is happening, so like you know if it's not this time you can't make it, you can make it the next time. So people would be arriving, and then people would like also ask, can I do a performance and can I do this? And every time it happened, it's like these people are amazing. Like when Devin came and like sang, that was beautiful, and like that was such a beautiful moment. Not just the performance, but just for us to like sit there and like enjoy this music, and also like when Asa did like the comedy and everything, and it's like these people, like we are so underrepresented, like queer and trans people, people of color, especially in this country, and that don't make no sense, like because these people they're like, we have so many geniuses in here. We have people who are like fucking insane in their crafts. Like people go dressed like that all the time sometimes. Like people are dressing like, you know, like goddesses, like every fucking day going out there inspiring the fucking city. You know, when people think about Berlin being like an artistic place, it's because they see all of you. You know what I mean? And like we have other people here, and these people do not have just one talent. These people do so many different things and are so good at these things and are so fucking smart. And we have also so many of these people on the team. So it's just like, you know, and having like these meetings where we're all like comfortable with each other and we have like a really good dynamic. It's just so great because like all of our wishes, all of our dreams and ideas, no matter how cuckoo it might sound, we take it seriously. And we do that shit. Meeting in my little cuckoo painted room with plushies on the floor and on the couch and everything. And like Kiki Kaka and Kay being a shitty bitch.
She's quiet now. But she talks.
I'm going to give the mic, but Puka, just because you were mentioned that you were there from the beginning, maybe you want to share also how you look at the developments of
In the basement.
I don't know, I don't have a chair.
We have 3 more minutes. You have a chair. You can go first.
I think for me it's a little bit like, I think it did change a little bit when it moved to the changed location. It just wasn't sustainable to stay in that location because the people that we had to talk to, they weren't just really welcoming. They didn't want to work with us. We were just tired. And then once we moved to Akut, it had the same vibe because for us it was always like, oh, it's Sunday, we're waking up and it takes us like a few minutes to go and set everything up. And it's the similar vibe here because, cut this out.
When we moved to Akut, we were on it.
Yes, and Akut was so welcoming, and like when I did the first few functions here, like I did like 6 months I was here also, and then I took a step back. It was just so much easier. Like I wasn't completely exhausted. I wasn't. So that is changed also like that we were able to actually pay the contributors as well, and that's why we also had to open up a little bit. I think that is the change, but I think the opening up was done in a very intelligent and smart way that is still like community centered. So I think that changed a little bit, yeah.
Opening up as in you need
Spectators.
spectators.
Like spectators, but like catered to a certain kind of crowd.
How do you see Sunday school developing?
Yeah,
Over years?
as somebody
Sorry.
who would occasionally...
This is called the hot seat, enjoy it.
It's very hot. As somebody who's participated in Sunday school here and there, but not been like consistently at every Sunday school for sure, I've definitely seen the growth throughout the last 3 years now, right? Which is like, yeah, because I think what you were saying makes sense, that it is opened up, but you guys have still created a space that is like very community oriented in terms of volunteering stuff, in terms of doing fundraisers, in terms of who you guys are booking and stuff. Like you might have an international here and there, but there's also very much this is the local community vote night for the local community, which is I think a really good, needed space in our scene. Like I think it's I think this is like a really valuable thing to have as like a consistent function also, because I think our scene goes through very seasonal periods of like there's summer and then there's a ball every week sometimes, and then there's winter and you don't have a ball for 3 months and you haven't seen anybody and it's like, oh my god, desolation, Berlin winter. So this is kind of nice to have something a bit more consistent that's like usually every month, and it's like really helps keep us in touch with each other and stuff. So yeah, it's great space. I love Sunday school. Also thank you for booking me sometimes and booking my sisters, and also just like spreading that around and like what you guys are doing in terms of spreading the bookings around and like making sure that you're touching different corners of the scene, because I know that our scene can sometimes, now that it's gotten bigger in the last few years, it can fracture into like separate sections, and you know how it is in the scene. There's different cliques and houses, which is, you know, it's natural when it gets bigger.
I just want a big shout out to Puka and especially Ophelia, because they're going to...
Yeah, I accept the shout out.
Honestly, these two were with me in the basement trying to figure out how the sound works, and not going like really they have out like all this
plugging cables in.
Special shout out.
And shout out to Neve, no shade.
And by the way, Ophelia and Puka are giving 2 workshops at the end of this month and at the beginning of next month about DJing and ballroom music history.
So and the beginning of November is 2 workshops.
How am I ever going to cut you at one point? So now it's 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Kay asked for a small little Beitrag, a Redebeitrag. You have 40 seconds.
I want to play.
Oh!
Speaking of consistency, like I find that ballroom takes a lot of balancing acts. Like on the one hand, you should take it seriously, you should learn about the aesthetic of every category, you should do it to get better. But on the other hand, you shouldn't take it so seriously that you never really show up and walk. And for me,